Welcome to Soulful Conversations with Bithika Anand, exploring the person behind the lawyer. All of you will meet the who's who of the legal world with only one twist, that we won't be discussing anything legal with them, digging deeper into their persona and exploring their true selves. I will encourage my guests today to introspect, look within, and speak with their inner voice. I'm also pleased to share that Bar and Bench, a renowned online platform, has happily come on board as media partners for this initiative, and they will be the official telecast partners for Soulful Conversations with Bithika Anand. Today we have with us Dr. Vivek Mittal, who is the Executive Director of Legal and Corporate Affairs at Hindustan Unilever Limited. Before joining HUL, Dr. Mittal served as Global General Counsel at Dr. Reddy's Laboratories Limited, where he was responsible for legal, ethics, compliance, and data privacy risks. He has over 25 years of experience building dynamic legal teams across industries in reputed companies including Danaba Corporation, Lupin Limited, Reliance Radico Khaitan, India Bulls Group, Caparo India Operations, and Mount Shivalik Industries. Dr. Mittal is a prominent industry leader who is actively engaged with various bodies and forums. He serves on esteemed committees, including the Federation of Indian Chambers of Commerce and Industry Task Force on inbound and outbound investments, and the Confederation of India Industry Task Force on Judicial Reform. He holds a Ph.D., a law degree, and a postgraduate degree in commerce. He is also a member of Institute of Company Secretaries of India. So how are you today, Vivek? Good.
Very
All
good.
ready to tell us about your life and not about all the legal updates and everything. So are you ready for that?
Yeah, certainly yes.
So just tell us about your journey, because I've seen that you've been, always on the corporate side in the legal departments. So what made you, go into that direction? Were you ever in a law firm?
I was never in a law firm, and in fact, my journey started as being a company secretary first, and that's why I started in corporate. Normally, when you start your journey as a lawyer, you then think about going to a law firm.
Okay.
My journey started as a company secretary.
Okay.
And fortunately for me, since beginning, I've had dual profile of law and company secretaryship. And then in 2007, I made a conscious choice that I no longer want to do a only company secretary profile. I want law to prevail in my career over CS. And that's how I got into full-fledged law.
So anybody inspired you in the career of law? What about your family? Is anybody there?
No. I am a first generation lawyer.
So you're the first generation lawyer.
First generation lawyer.
So how come you thought about it?
The thing which inspired me to become a lawyer is the word called general counsel. It's a funny story.
Oh, okay.
When I was doing CS and I started my journey as a CS, I used to hear this terminology called general counsel, and the general counsel terminology was prevalent in US multinationals those days, right? Because India was still sort of coming of age in terms of those days terminologies were head of legal.
Right. So this was which year? Which year that you did your company secretaries and you
I completed my CS in 2002.
2002. Okay.
And those days, GC terminology was non-existent.
Right. You're right.
I was dealing with some US companies and they said, oh, this is our GC. And that sort of was very fascinating, right? Because
Yes. And I think it was more related to, like you rightly said, the multinationals and, so they use this word general counsels. Okay. So that kind of inspired you to become a general counsel one day. But I think you're a group general counsel now.
yeah. I think for HUL, I'm GC for India. But because HUL is Indian company, but yeah, in my previous organization, I was global general counsel. So yeah. GC.
So anybody you admire in the field of law, or anybody who has influenced you?
So admiration is for a lot of people, right? Admiration is for a lot of senior counsels. Admiration is for a lot of law firm promoters. So their admiration remains, but I don't think I aspired to be one of them.
Okay.
Mr. Salve, when we were again those days, he was there. Mr. Abhishek Manu Singhvi, Mr. Sibbal. Whenever I used to go to Delhi High Court or Supreme Court those days, and I would hear them. And whenever I get a chance, I'll go to some courts where I hear senior counsel. So there are many senior counsels like that. And I always thought that, can I become a senior counsel? I think I was not groomed that way to become a senior counsel, and neither I was into hardcore litigation. Then I thought, can I become a law firm lawyer? Let's say those days, CAMSAM used to be only Amarchand Mangaldas, and I thought that, can I become something like that? I think no. Then I thought that, why not create something for myself? And that something for myself was a good GC.
Okay. So you are not onto the litigation side, you're not more on the litigation side right now also. Do you do litigation? Have you done more litigation? I think it's more corporate.
So I think over the period of time, when I say it's balanced, Bithika, I did a
Okay.
lot of litigation also, but I did a lot of M&A also. And that M&A part was a very fascinating part because I did it globally.
Right.
I think I was one of those few Indian GCs who have done a lot of global M&As.
Right.
And I'm not saying that I'm unique, but I'm just saying that when I talk to other GCs, I realize that a lot of people have not gone there, done that, been there, done that. I have gone to locations where people don't think of going, and have done, M&A, and that's, because of unique nature of pharma business.
And any challenges you think you face as a general counsel, or generally also, what are the main challenges would any general counsel face?
My perception of challenge has, have been changing over the period of time.
Right.
When I became a GC, that point in time, I used to think that there are different challenges. I used to think there are challenges of law. Then perception changed that, because I was working in different companies, that challenges are perception of, my perception became that cross border is a big challenge. Sometimes I thought that challenge is alignment internally. Then stakeholder
Alignment with.
with the team, alignment with the peers,
Hmm.
and then stakeholders become a big challenge. So I think challenges are different at each point of time.
So, do you think there are more internal challenges?
They are internal, external, both.
Okay.
External is how to understand law of different countries if you're a global GC, how to align those, how to contribute to business. Internal challenges could be stakeholder management.
And any memorable experience, anything you remember, any, whether it's sad, whether it was whatever, not sad really, interesting is the word I would use. Any experience that you can tell us or share with us?
In relation to any transaction or generally?
Generally also, but you can share it one generally and one with the transaction.
This story I keep telling a lot of people, and when I think about it, it looks very, I don't know why it happened. So I was doing a transaction in Japan, and I think I went for closing of that transaction. And I used to travel alone to Japan, so I thought that I could go alone and close the transaction, and company mandated me that I can go and close the transaction on my own. So I went, and time of reaching to office was 11 a.m. So I took a train, and normally that's what you do in Japan, that you take a tube when you reach to a station.
Right.
Their office was close to Tokyo Central Station, and Tokyo Central Station is like Connaught Place. There are many exits when you come out. So when I came out, I took a different exit, and I reached to lawyer's office late, and probably late was about 10 minutes, not more than that, 5 to 10 minutes probably. When I reached there, I saw their expression. I said, "What happened?" And the first question they asked me is that, "Are you closing that transaction?" I said, "Yes." They said, "But you're 10 minutes late." I said, "Yeah, I actually, sort of took wrong exit,
Wrong
and
exit.
because of that, I'm late." It took me about half an hour to convince them that really I'm here to close the transaction. I took a wrong exit. And, until money hit their account, they were really skeptical whether we are closing the transaction or not. And that is also funny, but that's also taught me that how punctual many people are.
No, Japanese are very famous for that, by the way.
I agree.
They are very particular about the time and everything. Yeah.
So this is one which I keep reminding myself that you need to be punctual.
So, do you believe in work-life balance? And if you do, like, how do you manage it at your workplace and otherwise at home? Also, I would assume that it affects. So
I have a concept of work-life balance, by the way. The concept is this: everything is work and everything is home. And I'm very serious about it, and these are not jargons or dialogue. So just to give an example, when I'm at home, I may be working for office. And when I'm in office, I may be working from home. I means for me, everything is part of life. And when you start thinking work as part of your life, then it becomes your daily routine, right? This work-life balance, by the way, the concept came from West. In India, it never existed.
right.
We Indians are, I'm not taking a lot of pride, but everything is same for us. What is work? Work is also a life. So if I'm checking a WhatsApp and let's say somebody from work messages me, Vivek, will you be available for 5 minutes tomorrow? I'll not wait for tomorrow to respond to him, right?
Right,
I'll say
right.
yes. So then somebody can consider it, oh, it's work. I was working. I don't work with that mindset. My mindset is everything is part of life. If you can attend to it, then please attend to it. If you cannot, then you cannot. So when people talk about work life, I say that everything is part of life. I try to balance both of them, and I'm so far I've been successful. It's not that
Yeah.
my family is complaining and my work is complaining. I think I'm completely comfortable with the situation I'm.
Yeah. Very well said that work is part of life, because we just say work life as if work or not working is, is not working is life. Actually, they're both part of life. So very well said on that. And any advice or anything you would like to tell the new generation, or of lawyers who are either still in colleges or just outside and just starting their work?
So I think this topic comes to me multiple times that what advice I would give, and I think I have fairly evolved answers so far, Bithika. One thing I keep telling people is that there is no replacement of hard work, irrespective of AI, irrespective of whatever tools are available. With AI, output becomes, the time to outcome becomes lesser,
Yeah,
but hard work will still continue.
right.
Hard work, there's no replacement for hard work, and that's what I have learned over the period of 25 years in my career. That's one. Other thing is sincerity towards work. Are you true to your job? If you're true to your job, then nothing can stop you. Third thing is common sense, and I talk about it a lot, that a lot of people lack common sense. Common sense is uncommon. For me specifically, common sense has given me much more than anything else. So common sense, apply common sense. Other thing is that be a good human being. In corporate, it's very important that you work with integrity. You are sincere towards your job. You come here, work, have fun also, uh, but be courteous. And so whenever I interview people, either they're freshers or experienced, I interview them in always two buckets. One is overall personality, and other one is subject matter expertise. Subject matter expertise, you can actually teach people.
Yeah,
If some person doesn't know M&A, you can probably put them in few M&A transactions, they will learn. But personality is developed over the period of time. That's very difficult to change. And that is probably non-negotiable for me. So I think one I keep telling people that develop that personality so that people hire you. Subject matter expertise can be gained.
yeah. And in fact, I think at that age is such that they can develop the personality, because at a certain age, you are already have that personality. So it's very difficult to change that. It sometimes become a habit also.
Fully agree.
So if you were not a lawyer, what would you be?
A smaller version of company secretary, because that's what I was. But if I was not a company secretary, then
No,
what would
I would include company secretary and lawyer as about the same, because the compliances in today is a big, big thing in, in the corporates. Compliance and regulation, they're so important. So let's forget about company secretary and law. Other than that.
So, since childhood, I wanted to go to army. I actually grew up being on stage, reciting a lot of patriotic poems during my childhood, and I was very passionate about going to the army. But then that passion died down for whatever reason. I still don't know why that passion died down. Then I wanted to become a badminton player.
Oh, badminton player. Okay.
So if I was not a lawyer or a company secretary, probably one of them, either badminton player or in army, probably.
So anything, are you playing badminton now or nothing?
I do some kind of sport. I play TT now. Closer to badminton.
Any funny incident you can tell us, where you would still laugh thinking about it?
Nothing that stayed with me as such. I think as a person, I've been
So
very
are you
serious.
humorous?
I'm humorous but serious at the same time. Really.
Serious at the same time. When I met you, you were a little bit on the serious side. Anyway.
Yeah.
Any thoughts on spirituality?
I'm spiritual. Very spiritual, actually.
And how would you say you are spiritual?
I've been keeping Monday fast for about more than 30 years now. Every Monday, without fail, rain or shine, traveling, not traveling, and I travel across the globe, I keep that fast. By the way, that has developed, earlier started with Lord Shiva, and I still say Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva is my Lord. But that has gone into more of a spiritual side, saying that there is one power above. There's one person above who is watching you. There's some force who is actually helping you. It has gone into that direction. Now, for me, that's Lord Shiva. That's a shape. But yes, there is some divine power above, which is.
Yeah, there is, definitely. So there is divinity, that you can call it nature, universe, God. But there is something, beyond just being a human being with mind and body and all. There is something beyond that also.
Yes.
Anything else you would like to share with us? Anything about your leadership style or anything about yourself, which is not about being a company secretary and a lawyer, anything?
I do some TED Talks. When I say TED Talks, not as a TED Talk person, but what I keep telling people is my story. Take 2 minutes to tell you that I was a bright student initially, but I lost touch in my studies, and there was a phase when I didn't do too well, and I think I from regular school I went to private school.
Okay.
It was that bad, and then I picked up again. It was story of up and down, and down up again.
So what is this up and down you are saying? What is this up
So
and
I
down?
was very bright student until.
Okay, so you were very bright and suddenly you were not did that well, and then again you did well. Okay.
And I'm basically I'm a Hindi medium student. That's how I started. And then, but I, in graduation second year, I actually wrote ABCD, practically ABCD, and started learning English. So that's also one side of story, which I tell people. Actually, it's a longest story of my life. But what I gather from it is that if you determine that you want to do something, then you get it. I think first thing is determination in your head that you want to get it done.
So it was some ability issue that you couldn't.
Not ability.
No. Okay, it was just circumstances.
That's just circumstance.
Yeah, so great, Vivek, speaking with you and knowing a little bit more about you. So let's catch up sometime. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Vidika. Thank you for having me. Bye.